It's the NFL on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Indianapolis Colts and the Carolina Panthers. And it's coming up next on Madden Football.
And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Carolina Panthers. Joined by Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. CD, the Panthers come into 2023 with a lot of new faces, most notably, of course, at head coach and a quarterback. But what do you think it would take for them to emerge on top in the NFC South?
Better efficiency on offense, partner. I think they continue to beef up the offensive line, add to the playmakers on the perimeter, and run the football with some authority. Pair that with the defense. It's been pretty good for the last few seasons. This team has a chance to take charge in a wide-open NFC South.
And meanwhile, for the Colts, it's been a pretty hard fall the last couple of years. From 11 wins in 2020 to just 4 a season ago. How do they get back on the right path?
I think they've started back on the right path with the change in the coaching staff, but a lot of it, players already on the roster playing back to the levels we've seen before.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. So here are the Panthers set to take over for the first time, and Charles will get a look at the much-heralded rookie Bryce Young, the first overall pick from April's draft.
Bryce Young, the quarterback out of Alabama with a Heisman Trophy in his hip pocket, is the new face of Carolina football. 80 touchdowns, just 12 picks in his college career for the Crimson Tide. He may be a little small in terms of size, but potential, massive.
Calling no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep for the Colts, Isaiah McKenzie. This will be fielded at the 17. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts offense set to go to work, and they're led by a guy who's bounced around a bit the last few years, hoping to find a home with Indianapolis, Gardner Minshew.
Even though the Colts went quarterback to start the NFL draft, they wanted a veteran under center this season. They tabbed Minshew as that guy. The mustache and the mullet are in the Circle City, and he is their starter.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. 25 yards that time.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
2nd and 10. In motion goes the tight end. They run with the all-pro from a couple of years ago, Jonathan Taylor. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two, because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Looking to throw it, Minshew. And that is incomplete.
this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
On fourth down, the Colts will call on Rigoberto Sanchez for the punt. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Young now. They'll get this to the rookie, Jonathan Mingo. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
In motion left, that's Thielen. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Julian Blackmon bringing him down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Looking to throw, Young. And that's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another 1st down at the Colts' 25-yard line. A good pickup there, 22.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Now a 1st down throw for Young. He completes this one to Mingo. And he's able to break out a run tackle, but then quickly brought down. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Oh, Young loses it. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. DeForest Buckner using that size to force his way in there and make the stop behind the line.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Here we go, set.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Ready.
Now a second down throw for Young. That's a quick slant. He finds Adam Thielen. Touchdown! Adam Thielen, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Panthers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. A 10-play drive that time.
And it ends with a touchdown pass to Adam Thielen.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Here's Minshew. That's caught. It's Josh Downs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Minshew sets to throw. He'll let one go deep for Downs. It's caught inside the 25. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A big play there for Indy. 41 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now Minshew. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Josh Downs, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts are an extra point away from evening this one up. And on this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and the result for the Colts is a touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now Raheem Blackshear going to take this one out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Carolina offense about ready to go. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Down.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. From the shotgun, it's Young. That's swung it. And a loose football. And the Colts pick it up. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Minshew, 1st and 10. His throw incomplete.
Anytime the ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. And we will likely not see another play here as they take the knee and head into the intermission all tied. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have the show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report.
We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference. Each team making their final preparations for this second half. We're about ready too, as we'll send you back up to Charlotte and rejoin Brandon and Charles at Bank of America Stadium.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Colts going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Off play action, it's Minshew. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Can't really fault the coverage. The ball was tipped and popped up in the air, but they were unable to complete the tip drill for the interception.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So a stop here defensively to start this third quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
Yeah, good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact, what they've done is give their offense a nice push in the back as they get ready to take the field.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taking it about the 6. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively, just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Ready. Switch. Yellow. Ready.
A play fake. Now Young. Throw out wide is incomplete.
And in the second half of a tied game, every decision gets magnified. And here, if he forces this ball, it could be intercepted. So that's the prudent play to just airmail it out of bounds.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Ready.
Young to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Panthers 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to run the route, but he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
Ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he loses the football a 2nd time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Young on 1st down. And Sharp calls it in. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Here is Young. That's the tight end Hurst with it. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
A good push there from that offensive line as Sanders able to take that forward for a gain of about 6 on 1st down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. 2nd down and 4. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Here's Young from the shotgun. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Panthers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Well, certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
Young working out of the gun. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Hayden Hurst, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Obviously a huge touchdown for their team, but a big touchdown for a rookie quarterback here to be able to break the tie in the 4th quarter.
And he just shook off all the pressure, too. Because when you think about it, tie ball game, rookie quarterback, most of them are thinking, don't make a mistake. Instead, this young man just said, I'll make a play.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. after the touchdown. Here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. Fourth quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
He'll let one go deep for downs. It's caught at the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Oh, he fakes a spike. Dancing to his left. And he's going to get into the end zone. So the fake spike works, and they score. Gardner Minshew, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was Gardner Minshew who finished things off himself with a touchdown run. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. 2nd down, back to Sanders. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. What can they come up with here? It's 3rd and 7. Young. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They come up now on 2nd and 2. They run once more with Taylor. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Taylor is going to take this one in for a Colts touchdown.
And the thing you have to love about Jonathan Taylor, he's a shifty speed guy most of the time when you hand him the football, but he's not coming off the field when you get down near the goal line because he's as tough and gritty as they come. And he finishes things off here by getting into the end zone.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14.
Panthers 14.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So now Young and the Panthers down 21-14, 1:09 to play. Needing to go pretty much the length of the football field as they have it 1st and 10.
Ready up. Set. Ready.
Young to throw. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. Unfortunately, he's able to recover himself, but the clock's still rolling here. Here's a 2nd and 7.
Ready.
Here's Young. That's once again complete to Chark. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Now Young. Pass complete. Hurst. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the 1st down, but I thought that was the key.
Here's Young. That's caught by Mingo right side. And they're going to get another 1st down here up in midfield. Young trying to hurry them up to the line here. They'll look to throw. Open man is Mingo, complete. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Here we go.
Here comes 2nd down at 5.
Ready.
Young to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Down to their last chance now. This is going to have to be a heave for the end zone and just hope for a miracle.
And I don't sit back with everyone back defending. I've got to have somebody rushing the quarterback. Don't make it easy for him to set up and throw the ball all the way downfield.
This to possibly force OT. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis.